Are you familiar with Immortals?
I was aware that it existed. I hadn't seen it, and I'm surprised that I didn't see it. And
Me too.
I have a suspicion as to why that ties into why I also think this was forgotten. Because, as listeners know, I love Greek mythology. I have a very long connection to Greek mythology. And I love Tarsem. I was someone who saw The Fall in theaters when it was released in 2006. I loved The Cell. And so, like, Greek mythology and Tarsem doing a Greek mythological fantasy movie, sign me up.
Yeah.
Why didn't I see it? I think the same reason that we argued last week during our Three Musketeers episode. This movie was made for 3D.
Yeah, and
I was fatigued and did not want to. I have motion sickness, and I get headaches from things straining my eyes too much. I use a lot of. I'm one of those doofuses who uses blue light glasses at work. So I'm not suited to the 3D experience.
Yeah. I mean, you get motion sickness on the bus. I feel like sitting in a theater and like following a magical arrow as it weaves through combat in 3D would really be a triggering moment.
In 3D in IMAX with like 4D chair. No, thank you.
Wait, was this also a 4DX thing where they like spraying oil on you at times?
No, Mickey Rourke is just patting me with an olive branch every once in a while.
There's like when he's like eating pomegranates and spitting the seeds out, like pomegranate seeds get just showered onto the audience.
A big mallet crushes my nuts at one point.
You actually have to pay extra to not get the 4DX experience. That's why this movie made so much money. It does seem like this movie came out right at the tail end of the 3D moment. Like when I saw that this had been shot for 3D, I was surprised because I thought that we kind of had that out of our system by 2011, but this might have been just one of the last ones in the pipeline.
Well, this is a movie. Now, there's a lot of like really interesting technological innovations going on in this movie and how it was made that I can't wait to talk about. But like, if you think about it, Avatar was only 2 years before, and the industry is always like 5 years behind the curve for when a trend is dying.
Sure,
so I'm not... for audiences, yes, we did not want any more 3D movies, but I think there were already gears in motion of making 3D movies that you probably see them trickle out all the way through like 2013, 2014.
I'm trying to remember, when was Drive Angry shot in 3D released?
I don't know.
2011. 2011 was really I think this was the tail end of like, after this, Hollywood was like, nope, don't put any more of those in the pipeline.
Yeah, that was the 3D year.
So in 2011, you could see Three Musketeers, you could see Drive Angry, and you could cap it all off with Immortals. You would have such a migraine by the end of that.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like I should know this, but I don't. What's your relationship with Greek mythology? Or any kind of mythology?
Any kind of mythology. Well, I mean, I'm very deep on the lore of Mystery Science Theater. That counts as mythology to me. It's from the 80s.
Lore and mythology are a little bit different, but like, I know Greek mythology bleeds very easily into Roman mythology, and even the Odyssey is called Ulysses at points, so like depending on who's telling it. So just generally speaking, what's your relationship with it?
So I've been aware of it. It's been around. I've always kind of felt ashamed of my... I've heard of it, yes. I heard through the grapevine about it. It's one of those things where I've always felt sort of ashamed that I'm not more into it. Like, my mom really loves Greek mythology. I remember as a kid growing up, I had this kind of picture book of Greek mythology stuff that she got me, which I read. So, like, I know about, like, Tantalus and is it Orpheus? What's the one who is the underworld and he goes to get her back, but then he looks at her and she has to spend a third of the year there.
But yes,
but his girlfriend is down there, and he goes to get her back. He takens her. It's like, I have this familiarity with it, but it's just never like I've never really been super passionate about it, and I think it's just because I don't believe in God, and I never have, and I'm not like a Redditor about it or anything, but I think I've always had a hard time cluing into spiritual narratives where, like, I'm following gods around, and I'm like, and the actions of gods are super important. There's just something about the way my idiot brain is wired that I'm like, well, that's not real. So
that's very interesting. Subscribe to Movie Memory Machine for new forgotten movies every other Friday, available wherever you listen to podcasts.